one tip to selling products is this: 100,000% total inevitability. The most important thing you need to know, whether you are marketing things, whether you're selling things, no matter what. But if you can come across that what you're doing, what the product or service or investment or whatever you're offering somebody has 100% total inevitability. It's not a want, it's not a need, it's not a must, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that somebody is going to use your service. It's inevitable that somebody is going to need your education. It's inevitable that your investment or your product or whatever it is gonna be used by that particular customer, investor, business owner, etc. If you can convey that inevitability, it's going to happen anyway, then now you're there. You're basically there. That's the first step. It's gotta be inevitable. If you're trying to sell something, it's bullshit. You know, you're talking about features and benefits and pain points or whatever. You're talking about things that you're trying to convince somebody that they want what you have to offer, or that what you're marketing is something important to them. But again, if you can convey that it's inevitable, it's going to happen no matter what, then you're going to be successful. If you say, hey, you're selling carpets, right? Selling carpets to companies, and you say, look, you could go with other companies may be cheaper, other companies may have better service, but no matter what, you're going to end up buying carpets from our company at some point, because we're in here for the long run. We're not going anywhere, and what you're going to realize is you lost a lot of money because you bought subpar carpets at some point, and you'll end up with us. You might as well make the best decision today. But if you always come across with that inevitability, you're gonna be very successful. By the way, I'm here at Tony Robbins. This is another one of my Tony Robbins series of vlogs. We're on a break. There's a bunch of people lined up across the walls. If you see in here, this is actually all the crew. This is all crew people in here. That's all crew. So there's a lot of people. Tony's really smart. You know, Tony's really smart. All the crew works for free, which is really smart on his part, because he's given so much value over the years that people just want to attend these events. These events cost $5,000 to $10,000, so he allows people who have attended one event to go to the rest for free if they are a crew member. But what I wanted to make clear to you is, in my life, one thing I've always known, it's funny because intellectually, I know what I'm doing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I've created a company in the education industry called WeLearn. One thing that I know intellectually is that the education system is messed up, and it's going to change. It's going to change. The education system has not been fixed, and it's one of the biggest sore spots in our entire world industry right now. It's really sad. And I'm talking education everywhere from events like this, to boot camps, to online trainings, to long-term trainings such as college. Now, I love what some companies are doing, like General Assembly. I think General Assembly is doing a good job. But for me, I know it's inevitable that this whole system's gonna change. $1.9 trillion a year goes to old world educational institutions which don't benefit people in any material way, shape, or form. And there's trillions of dollars of student debt just here in America. So the system's messed up. It's inevitable it's gonna change. And there's a solution. And I've known this, but I've never, one thing that this event has helped me out with is that intellectually I've known this, but I've never been able to convey that. I haven't been in touch with my heart to really convey this to people outside of the computer. And I call this the computer, right? We're connecting on my blog. I need to make this happen. And what's up, man? What's up?
This man is the shit.
What's one breakthrough you had, a rule you overcame?
My rule that I overcame to remember is just that it's not all about me.
Yeah.
I don't have to be significant in order to feel that.
Yeah.
Being able to let go of the story that you had, that was...
How did this hold you back? Can you give a specific way that rule held you back?
Yeah, it held me back because it didn't allow the people around me to be themselves.
Can you be more specific?
In order for me to feel significant that people were listening to my story, I wouldn't allow them to speak.
Wow.
was like, it's my box. I'm king of the hill here, not anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, so when I'm talking, everybody has to hear me speak. I felt like I had to be heard.
Wow.
You know, I'm like, I'm not being seen, and I was like, it's not all about me. In order to appreciate what life has to offer, well, shut up and look. You know, and it's amazing what happens when you get out of your head and you feel people's energy and vibe and go, look, this person's from across the country, and this is how it's like in their world. But even closer to home, me and my wife, she's my jewel.
Yeah.
She's what I know now is the reason I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that all along. It's in my heart, the reason I got married.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get caught up in my own story and say, you're not listening to me. And if I stick a mirror in front of my face, I wasn't listening to myself.
Whoa. Dude, that's G. It's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Guys, give a whoop whoop for this guy overcoming his rules. Dude, awesome stuff. Thanks, man. Lots of changes going on here. Lots of introspection. That's kind of what these events are about, is it's about introspection.
But I've held myself back from conveying things like what I'm talking about, the total 100% inevitability to the world. And getting over that and working to make it happen has been a big part of my own change, and something you'll see the fruits of in the upcoming weeks, months, and years. If you're passionate about changing education, I'd love to hear if you're passionate, say yes in the comments below, and if you're willing to share why. I'd love to hear why you're passionate about changing the education industry in the comments below. As always, like, share, comment this video. We're trying to do big things, but I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to get your feedback on, first of all, if you're interested, if you're passionate about changing the education industry, and why. Why? What does that mean? Why does changing that mean something to you on a personal level? Not just because everybody's in debt, or not just because, you know, I want to hear your story. So, guys, good talking to you. Gonna get back to my tea. Gonna hang out. As always, love hanging out with you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.